What's good, YouTube? It's your boy ShoSaga with another video. Today we're here to discuss an exciting topic. We're gonna discuss an arc that has been the spark of many countless debates in the world of anime and manga. The Pain arc from Naruto. We're gonna kind of delve deep into why this arc is so controversial, but sometimes it's an absolute masterpiece. We're gonna talk about a lot of different things like characters and motivations. But before we get started, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, so you don't miss an update from the channel. If you guys want to see any video discussing any arcs, like York New City arc, anything from anywhere, if I haven't watched it, I'll go watch it and I'll give you guys my discussion on it. If not, and there's characters you want me to do, let me know what content you want me to do to guide the channel. All right, with that being said, man, let's go ahead and get into the video. Let's see if you
guys shall truly know pain.
Alright, with that being said, man, the Pain arc is often considered to be one of the most divisive arcs in Naruto. It's easy to kind of see why. It features a major turning point in the story, and at times it does actually try to push the boundaries of what we can expect from a shonen anime. You know shonen, you know what you can expect, and I feel like the Pain arc really stretched that to its limits. It felt like a whole different anime while watching it. Yes, it's controversial, but that's not necessarily a bad thing in storytelling. It can lead to some of the most important moments in fiction. Now, one of the strengths of the Pain arc and what is widely discussed a lot with Naruto villains is that it portrays a lot of complex characters. Like Nagato, known as Pain, you know what I'm saying? He's kind of the prime example, because yes, I'm not saying that he's the best written character of life, but he's not your typical one-dimensional villain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate one-dimensional villains. I kind of understand though, like sympathetic villains could be kind of annoying at times, and sometimes you just want a villain that is just evil for evil's sake. But I feel like Naruto really expanded on that, like having villains that actually have motivations for being evil instead of just being the bad guy for no reason. You know, he has a tragic backstory, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yes, he wants to bring peace to the world. His objective is good. The famous quote is something like this, where the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And this is basically what Nagato's whole character is. You know what I'm saying? He's misguided. He tries to bring peace to a world, but the way he's going about it means that he has to interrupt the peace that he seeks to bring. You know what I'm saying? He's a morally great character. He's lived in a life where he's been in a war-torn country, you know, a country where they basically use that place for war, and it has changed. It warped his perception. He doesn't really see good and evil. He sees what needs to be done, and he has a concrete way to achieve peace. The cool thing about the Pain arc though, and we'll get into some more of the characters later, the cool thing about the Pain arc is that, for one, it doesn't really pull any punches, but it does. This is where the controversy comes in at, because it brought a different atmosphere to Naruto. Like, it feel like the whole tonal shift changed completely. Rewatching that arc, it really shows me how you go from the original Naruto, where yes, you have this opposite arc, and that's such a deep arc, and it's also depressing and dark at the same time, and you go from there all the way to the Pain arc, where a lot of things change. You have Jiraiya, who is basically a fan favorite character at this point. Jiraiya might not be everybody's favorite character, but at this point he was a very beloved character, and to see him basically go against the mistakes he made in creating these powerful ninja, training these powerful ninja, you kind of realize that in reality Jiraiya was trying to follow a prophecy given to him to save the world, and because of it he created a ninja who would use their power to create a false reality of peace. He made Nagato, Yahiko, and Konan who they really were. You know what I'm saying? Like, he raised them in a sense, and obviously he did it because he felt like he was making the prophecy to make a better place in the world. He didn't do it because he was just doing it as on a whim. But obviously the whole theme of Naruto, if I had to say, was one theme, and this is what the Uchiha clan lives by, like the love can turn a situation so bad, because you got to think, a lot of characters in Naruto, their aspirations and stuff, their goals, their plans become full force when they lose somebody they love. I don't want to get into a lot of different spoilers, but if you can look at pretty much every Naruto villain that isn't generic, it's all based off love, man. Like, they couldn't accept the reality that they were in, you know what I'm saying? They wanted a different change, and that's Pain. You know what I'm saying? He wants to do it in a way where I would cause destruction to basically scare people into not causing destruction. It doesn't honestly seem like a good plan, but you know, Naruto is one of those animes, especially this arc, where you feel differently from being a child to being an adult. I'm not saying that Pain was right, but you kind of understand a lot more of his side of things once you become an adult and you learn about all the things that happen in the real life world. We have mutually assured destruction. We have all of those, and I won't really get into all of that, but I will say, having Jiraiya face his former pupils, realizing who they were and realizing that they have to be stopped, realizing that the whole organization in which his new student is being targeted, and the organization that has been doing a lot of different evil things in his eyes is actually the 3 students he trained. That sucks. Honestly, it really does, because you can kind of feel his hurt, but he understands his sense of duty. And in that arc, losing Jiraiya was absolutely amazing, because even though it sounds crazy that I said that, it contributed to Naruto's growth. You know what I'm saying? It made it so that the stakes were real. Pain had to be stopped. Even though I love Jiraiya as a character, man, and it sucks to see him go every time I watch the series, it's more to the fact that if he stayed around, Naruto really couldn't grow as much as he did, you know? Like, all of that kind of attributed to the atmosphere of this arc. It was a roller coaster of emotions. You were sad, you were hyped, you were happy. That's precisely what made it so interesting, what made it so good as an arc. I touched on it earlier, but another thing that made this arc really great is Naruto's character development. We see him face a lot of the harsh realities of the ninja world. It's like, yes, he lost his friend Sasuke to a snake guy, but it's really most of the fact that losing his sensei, losing his, you know what I'm saying, his master, changed him in a way. It had to mature him in a way, you know what I'm saying, because he hadn't lost many people before. He's lost people, but not many people before. And to this way, it's real for him. The shinobi world is this. This is the world that Pain wants to destroy. This is the world that a lot of villains in Naruto wants to get rid of. This is the world that everybody hates, but they also have to play their part in it. And then it's cool to kind of see him try to find a way to have peace, you know what I'm saying, even in the face of pain. Speaking of pain, man, this arc in particular is great because it does show themes of pain and forgiveness. You will hurt. You will be sad. People will hurt you, and people, you know what I'm saying, will make you sad. It takes you to be a bigger person to forgive them, you know what I'm saying? And that's like a life lesson that this arc has definitely taught us. It's like you have to consider whether revenge can truly bring you closure, or whether you forgiving somebody is basically your peace of mind, like your peace. This is the struggle that Naruto went through in this arc. This is why these themes add so much depth to the story, and why the story seems so powerful to viewers even later on in life. Man, forget all that though. Let's not forget the epic battles in this arc. This arc has some fire battles, bro. We had Kamehameru smashing up Pains. We had Kakashi versus Pain. Naruto popping up, man, and fighting Pain, and Hinata coming and getting destroyed, and Naruto going full apeshit. All this stuff was amazing, bro. It was a visually stunning episode. A lot of people like to make fun of some of the frames and stuff, but I absolutely loved the way it was animated. Man, it was absolutely amazing, yo. It was a lot of parts where it's just like, whoa, it's so dark right now. Pain is doing something crazy. I mean, it's the first time we see an Akatsuki member have that kind of destruction on that scale. It shows you how far Pain was out of their league. I mean, look at Sasori. You know, he had 100 puppets where he could use to destroy a whole nation, as he said. And in reality, I mean, Sakura and Granny Shield took him down. Pain literally has 6 things that is wrecking a whole entire village, a superpower. It's the Leaf Village is like one of the strongest villages, and Pain is just wrecking everybody in it. He's so far strong that every one of his little robot magnetic bodies is destroying everyone. And it was cool to kind of see like the turning point to where it's like nobody would rat Naruto out, because at the end of the day, Naruto is their comrade. You know, they hated him when he was younger, but you kind of get to see, they even had a part where they were showing like all the stuff that people were talking about when he was going on his different adventures and stuff. He was fighting guard to save the village and everything. Like, he was really doing his thing. But enough of the good stuff, man. Let's be honest. The battles are great. The themes in the show was great. The maturity increase was great for this show. Let's talk about some of the controversy though. Now, of course, the Pain arc isn't without some issues. You know, a lot of fans argue that the power scaling is very inconsistent. I would have to kind of agree, because to be honest, you could almost see how Naruto could get strong enough to fight Pain, but it really doesn't really seem like it matches up correctly, because yes, he went to go learn Save Jutsu for about what, like 2 weeks or something. It literally was not that long of a time. He mastered it easy because of his ability to learn what the Shadow Clones learned, and that makes sense. It speeds up his training and stuff, but at the same time, it's like you kill Jiraiya fights the Pains, you know, so he's strong enough to fight a whole bunch of Pains, and it just seems like it's crazy because he comes and the leaf just gets blown away. You know what I'm saying? The leaf just gets blown away. Kakashi, who's been a strong ninja throughout this whole entire series, has been blown away. And Naruto just kind of comes in and pops up and becomes the hero everybody needs. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I definitely understand how I could feasibly see him being that strong, but it is kind of crazy that he's just automatically as strong as the leader of the Akatsuki. At this point, he becomes the strongest in the village after this arc, so you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm not really upset about it. It's just something that's kind of weird. Another issue though is that they revived a lot of characters through the Rene Rebirth ability. Once Naruto went to go do his Talk no Jutsu, which we didn't really talk about because honestly Talk no Jutsu has been something that's been present throughout the whole series. A lot of people make jokes and stuff about it. It's a very interesting concept, but in this arc specifically I felt like it was needed because yes, we had the battle of Pain already. We fought Pain, you know what I'm saying? We beat Pain. So we get to Nagato, and at this point it's more of a conversation than an exchange of wills, and you know Naruto's will won out. I think it would have been very hard though for me to fully believe that like Nagato has been on this journey for years, you know what I'm saying? He's older than Naruto. He's been on the journey for years. Somebody that would kill his own master would turn around to a person that he never even really met before in his life and change and bring back everything that he just destroyed. You know, it would have sucked to lose Kakashi there. It would have sucked to lose a lot of characters that died and stuff, and a lot of people in the leaf. But a lot of people feel like that Rene Rebirth thing was kind of a cop out. It was a way to get us all sad and get us emotional because Kakashi died, and then next week or something it's like he's brought back to life. I can definitely see why could be an issue. These concerns are valid, but they don't diminish the arc's overall impact to me. I think it's still a masterpiece. I guess kind of talking outside of my neck though, because it's like I can't really say there's issues with the arc and it's a masterpiece, but I love this arc. I think it's great. Like in conclusion, I think the Pain arc in Naruto is controversial for sure, but it's a masterclass in storytelling. It really makes you think, and it changes its meaning from you being a kid watching this to being an adult. It's got some cool characters, you know what I'm saying? There's some emotional depth, and it really explores those themes to really make it a standout arc in the series. A lot of people say that after this it was kind of downhill, but I feel like that's debatable. And speaking of debatable, people will debate this arc for years to come. It's appreciated. Some people don't like it as much, but they love it. But as for me, man, it's always gonna be a masterclass in storytelling. It's always gonna be great. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming through. What are your thoughts on this arc, man? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to share this video with all your favorite Naruto fans. Maybe we could talk about this, have this discussion. I do have a Discord and stuff. Discord link should be in there. We you know, let's just talk about some anime stuff. Let's get some anime stuff together. With that being said, guys, let's make our own stories, man. Let's make it forgettable, and I'll see you guys next video.
King of Zone!